2008, America entered the worst recession since the Great Depression. Many people are losing their jobs, homes, and savings. We asked banker Anthony Booth for some expert advice on the causes of the current crisis.
Well, the recession really happened, and most analysts have said it's really a product of excess. Because of the way that the banks were loaning money to people who weren't able to repay them, because of the bank's abilities to, rack up credit card debt that people weren't able to pay back, and so on and so forth.
The coming school year will see families facing bigger hurdles in paying for college. Many students rely on loans, but with the banks becoming more reluctant to extend credit, it puts a bigger strain on families and students.
I'm gonna have to struggle because remember, we want to do what's best for our children, right? We need to give our children a good education, to do what you guys are doing right now, okay? How you guys get funded or whatever. So as us parents, we got to be responsible to make ends meet no matter what, okay? And it's still up to us, to provide for our children, okay? To have a better future for themselves.
Right now, my parents are kind of going through a hard time because their loans are stacking up, and I know that we just lost a house recently, so yeah.
It's really a product of what's happening to the everyday person, your everyday Joe. When everyday Joe gets sold all of these credit cards that he can't pay back, or he gets put in a mortgage that, one day the rate changes and he can't continue to pay it. And then Joe's mortgages and credit cards have been packaged and sold to other people as interest-yielding bonds. It's a double-edged sword. So it's going to hurt Joe, and it's also going to hurt the investors who have invested in Joe to pay back those loans.
So they depend on us as parents. They depend on us. So it's always good to save. Always good to save.
With tuition on the rise, parents are looking for alternative ways to pay for college. This includes programs like the New York State's 529 College Savings Program, which provides investment advice and tax benefits. Also, more students are seeking advice and applying for scholarships.
All these scholarships, not scholarships, but loans and stuff like that, they come from banks. And if people are, cutting things out, scholarships and stuff are going to be cut down. But don't give up.
Student loans are mainly going to be affected based on the fact that the job market is declining. So if you consider that the job market is declining, students are less likely to get jobs after they come out of college. And when you consider that, then it makes that loan from a banking standpoint a lot riskier. So it's going to affect the amount of loan that a bank might loan a student, and it's going to affect the rate, because as the risk increases, the rate's going to increase as well.
The financial crush has caused people to rethink their spending habits and reorganize their budgets. Only time will tell how this will affect college enrollment. In the last major recession from 1984 to 91, college enrollment increased by 3%. It also increased during the brief recession in 2000.
You have to prioritize, find out what's important and spend money on that. You have to save money, and you'll definitely come through it. You can't say there's recession coming or I'm dead. You have to make adjustments, and we'll definitely come through it.
If you look at history, we've been through recessionary periods before, and the periods like this usually turn around, and once they do turn around, it'll be good for everyone. But we'd have to bide our time and really kind of see where everything will go.
I'm old enough to remember when there was a recession back in the 70s, and we came through that, so we just can't get crazy. We'll definitely come through.
We have been through many recessions in the past, and in time, the economy will return to normal. Right now, Congress is voting on a stimulus package, which is favored by President Barack Obama. The package is designed to increase consumer confidence and to get the economy back on track.
President-elect Obama, he talks a lot about this, about service, and he also has some type of program, or he's thinking about some type of program where instead of paying back a student loan, you would do some type of community work. Things like that are going to happen where it's not about money, but it's about service to each other, service to your fellow man. So, there's always a way. You just can't give up.